Right, good evening everybody and welcome to this evening's meeting of the full council on Monday 1st of September 2025 at 7 p.m. We aren't expecting a fire drill this evening, but in the case that the alarms do sound, please exit the building through the front door in which you come or the fire doors behind me. Before we get stuck in, as mentioned at the end of the previous meeting, any public participations should relate to matters on the agenda this evening in accordance with item 3E, and they're the only ones that I will be taking. I will not be permitting heckling from the back of the room. If members feel that they need to do that, they will be asked to leave. If you refuse to leave, we will adjourn the meeting. Simple as that. Okay, Councillor Bircham.
Yeah, can I just propose that in the absence of Chairman Councillor Westby, that Councillor Dow steps up to acting deputy and takes chair in the agenda items that Councillor T. Taylor has an interest in.
It's a personal, not pecuniary item, so...
Which item are you wondering?
No, just in general, any of the interested items. But I was proposing that Councillor Dow steps as deputy, as we don't have one.
If it's deemed, or if you deem that you do have a DPI in any item.
I don't have DPI on any items, that won't be necessary. Thank you. Moving on, we have declarations of interest. I have no pecuniary interest to declare. I will declare a personal item in items 11, 12 and 14.
Can the chair please accept the same?
Thank you. Next on the agenda, we have public participation.
Can I say something before we do public participation, please?
You may.
I mean, right, I'm going to stand up. The debacle that's going on in town, I haven't said a word. I've kept my mouth shut because when we were asked to apologise, I can't apologise for somebody else's misdemeanour. So I haven't. I can only apologise for things that I do wrong. I will apologise for the effect it's had on the town council because it's really upsetting when you work hard to hear some of the comments that are made. And I might upset my fellow councillors, but I'm still going to say it. I think we all of us, need to get out of the school playground and start working as a team to do what we should be doing for Attleborough. And we can't do that without the public support as well. So we need to start moving forward and making this council work again for the residents. Thank you.
Well said.
Yes, this is something I brought up at the last meeting. I said that we were going round in circles and need to start moving forward. And I suggested that an action plan was put in by yourselves to prevent this situation happening again, which included looking at DBSs and stuff. Obviously that shocked most people here that councils didn't have DBSs, and I wasn't aware that they didn't have to have them. But has an action plan been put in place to help resolve the situation? And has people come forward and voluntarily said that they would do DBSs?
I'll take your point just because Councillor Dale had opened the door for that comment.
Right, yeah, I would not have brought that up. It's
so
just Councillor Dale has.
I will say,
and I've just asked if there's an action plan going forward.
I will say I'm not aware of an action plan, so to speak. But I will say, predating, although there is absolutely no, what is the correct word? Obligation for councils to have DBSs for their staff or for their members. Same even with district and county councils. Even predating some of what has happened, members were invited to apply for a DPS for some of the voluntary things that the council undertakes. And I'm aware that some members, but not all, have undertaken that process. I also know, and Sharon probably could have said it in the last meeting, perhaps it slipped our mind, that in advance of the previous meeting, Sharon had actually done that herself. So the town clerk has had a DBS and some of our members have also. Councillor Middlebrook, I'll take your, Councillor Middlebrook has raised his hand, presumably because he's one of those members. Yeah. So I take your point.
Yeah.
That's
just looking for an action plan to help us all, really.
Yeah.
What we're going to do as a council to work with us to prevent anything like this happening again, because we've wasted months and months over situations that have arisen that didn't need to.
Yeah, point
So we've got to
taken.
move forward.
Do any members of the public have any items or anything to discuss that relates to an item on the agenda?
Is that including wardens?
It does, yeah. Go on.
So when we get these two wardens, if they witness a crime being committed, do they have to report it to the police?
Yes.
Why didn't you, as the police liaison officer for the council?
I did not witness the crime. I'm sorry. I said I would adjourn the meeting if we have that kind of conduct. This is a business meeting. Can we please all respect that it is a business meeting? I did not actually witness the crime. I had walked ahead, hear me out. I'd walked ahead. I heard a noise. I turned around. I couldn't see what that was. He could have broken a window. He could have kicked a car. He could have thrown his phone. I didn't know what that noise was until afterwards. At that point, afterwards, you would have already been aware because you have CCTV on your premises.
100%.
And
you were told by somebody, what's he just done? You said, keep on walking.
I had my
You have a
child.
pretty good
here. I
idea
was
what
getting
that
left
is.
at home. And do you know what? I stand by the decision that I made, whether you like it or not.
I know,
Thank
but
you.
there you go.
Any other? I haven't done anything that warrants an apology. Thank you. Yes, sir.
So will you actually tell us when, in terms of time, you were aware of what happened?
I thought we were moving forward.
That's not on the agenda.
But it needs to be addressed. We can't go forward until it's addressed.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you. Thank you for your time, everyone. Apologies to everyone that actually came out for the meeting and has now had their time wasted by disrespectful members of the public.
Get adjourned every week. What are you thinking of achieving? Everything gets passed as secret meeting behind closed doors or
Someone can answer the question called.
next time.